All right, welcome back, COSA 50 Web. Professor Almeida here. Happy Thursday, everyone. And, the ad drop deadline has passed. We're in the game. And at this point, I will be shepherding all of you through the rest of this class. Let's make sure that we are logging in regularly. It's real easy to be distracted by everything around us and forget about this online class, especially since it's asynchronous. And, it's going to be warming up too. It's going to be real tempting to want to go outdoors. So let's make sure that we're staying on top of things. And again, we're all in the game now, and I will be your shepherd for the rest of our time here in COSA 50. Coming up, we're going to talk about week 4, which is already open and available to you. But first, some of the housekeeping items, starting with the fact that it's Thursday. I am going to be in the Canvas course chat until noon Pacific time. So Thursdays, 9 until noon. And if you need to reach out to me privately, there's always the Canvas inbox. If you message me during my student office hours, I will more than likely respond to you right away. Outside of student office hours, I do ask that you allow up to 24 to 36 hours. So again, let's make sure that we're logging into Canvas. And if it seems like it's a lot, set aside some time here and there, maybe work on the Word Chapter 1 training and then come back later on, work on your Word Chapter 1 project. And by doing this, you're chipping away at the assignments that you have to work on, and you're not leaving things until the last minute. All right, let's take a look here in Canvas. And again, to recap week 3, that's this week, you have chapters 1 and 2. I have the ebook open here. We'll talk about this in a moment. But chapter 1, you learn how to create and modify a flyer with your Word 1 project. And then chapter 2, you learn how to work with the built-in reference tools when creating a research paper, which, by the way, for the Word Chapter 2 project, it's not fully MLA compliant. Just stick with the project instructions. And if you're working on a term paper and you're using Microsoft Word, reach out to your instructor if you have questions about proper MLA formatting. And then, as you can see with Chapter 3, you'll learn how to create a business letter. And that's where week 4 comes in. Your walkthrough video for Word 3 is back here in week 3. So here's the project walkthroughs page. And if you also want to know what the skills are, take a look at the overview page in week 3. So you can see here for week 4, we're going to be wrapping up Microsoft Word with chapter 3, and then you have your 3 Word exams. Now, with my face-to-face folks, what I like to do for that Monday, Wednesday class, on that Monday, my folks work on Word Chapter 3. We go over the project together in class. They work on their Word 3 training. And then for their Wednesday class meeting, their second class meeting of the week, they have the entire 2 hours to work on the exams. This strategy might work for you if you want to block out 2 hours to work on Word Chapter 3 and then come back and block out another 2 hours to work on your exams. You can do that. And then you have an optional Word discussion. All of your Word assignments will be due on Sunday, March 30th. And with spring break around the corner, I'm sure that you don't want to be spending your spring break trying to play catch up. So again, make sure that you are regularly checking into Canvas. I will be reaching out to some of you individually if I notice that you've been falling behind. Or maybe I just might send a message to all of you just to remind you to not fall behind. One last thing before I go, let me share campus resources with you again. I know you've seen them before, but again, I just want to share them with you here. So if you go up to the campus resources page in the welcome module, you have the COS computer labs in M229 and AA206. By the way, I will be in M229 on Monday. I'm usually there Mondays from 1:30 to 3:30. I know a few of you have come by in person to see me. So again, if you need to see me in person with questions or concerns, drop by M229 on Mondays, 1:30 to 3:30. You can also meet with our instructional assistants in person. If you scroll down this page, you'll see ways to contact them online. If you need help with LBCC technology, and that includes installing Microsoft 365, you can reach out to the Student Tech Help Desk. And then finally, if you need to get one-on-one tutoring, this is done through the MDSC Here is the schedule for COSA 50 online, or if you prefer to go in person to LAC, here are the hours for tutoring at LAC. And then one last thing, you see the ebook here. If you go to the ebooks and Cengage resources module, you'll see this link here, Tech for Success and the Shelly Cashman series. If you need more help beyond the training sims, you can read through the ebook here. And with that, thank you for watching. Let's make sure that we're staying caught up. Again, now that we're in the game, I will be shepherding you through the rest of this class. Take care of yourselves out there. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you around.